Howdy everybody. It's 5:30. I have a 6 o'clock meeting tonight. Somebody I actually met back in 2012. Today's 2017, so about 5 years ago. Don't mind me, I'm just turning on lights. We're at our model home. That's where we're going to be meeting. So anyways, I first met or had an interaction with this couple about 5 years ago. This would have been right around the time that we started our home building company. And for many of you, I do talk a lot about real estate. I call this series The Real Estate Life, but I am a new home salesperson, so I specialize with helping people design their homes, price them out, and then ultimately move them forward into building the home. And then I have a real estate company as well. So they both kind of go hand in hand. But the couple I'm going to meet with tonight, I met them 5 years ago, and I've got a lot of couples that I've had similar I'll say success with, and I don't know for sure that they're going to build with me yet, but I like to think that after I meet with somebody and I do my job from there, and I'm the first one to get pricing to them, and I can form that bond with them, and they like me, know me, trust me the most, that I will be able to get the job. So I don't know that for sure with the couple I'm meeting with tonight, but to be successful in sales, of course, you got to have complete confidence, and I definitely do. So I've had other interactions with couples that I've met in years past, and I'm not gonna lie and say that I've actually kept in touch with them throughout the 5 years. I have not consistently sent out an email or called them once a year or anything like that. But I think that the first time that we met, I had good information that I was able to share with them, and I was able to help them out with. At that point, they were looking for property, and they actually ended up buying a different property from what I actually sent them. But I think I was able to give them some type of good information on finding a property, what to look for, general home pricing. So throughout the years since 2012, they've come through our different models, here and there. I've maybe seen them once every year and a half or so, and always have good conversation with him. And when it came time for whatever his reason was, when he decided that today's the day that I want to move forward, he called me up or emailed me. I can't remember which one it was, but I called him back, and we got to talking about the home plan that he wanted to build. And he asked that if I send over my home plan, Jason, would you be able to give me a ballpark price on it? And I told him, absolutely, I can definitely do that. So he emailed that over. I did that for him and got back to him with the pricing. I also did tell him, like I tell every potential client, that, hey, I do real estate as well. So I can help you sell your home. I can tell you what your home's worth and what you could, potentially sell it for. So I did do that for him as well. I did just a market analysis on his home. He ended up selling it himself, but I put in some time there. I probably spent about an hour doing the market analysis for his existing home, and then going ahead and putting together a ballpark price for the home that he wanted to build. I don't know that any of the other salespeople out there that he maybe spoke with did that. Maybe one did. So coming into today, I probably have one other builder, maybe two that I'll be competing with, which is fine, because that's normally how it is, at least in my little area here, my bubble. So that's what I got going on right now. This morning I started off the day with a real estate home flipper that is actually, he hangs his real estate license under my real estate company, and he and his family started a home flipping business, and they'd like to get into doing potentially like 6 homes a year, having 3 going at a time. The first 2 that they've bought, and they're a newly formed company, are going to be coming onto the market. And I'm going to switch hands here as my arm's getting a little bit tired. So there's a house located in Franklin, Wisconsin that's just finishing up. It's 1,800 square feet, completely gutted, nice finishes. Went over there today to just take a look at it, and he wanted to see if there was anything I thought that he still needed to do before we put it onto the market. Besides some of the basic little touch-ups, I didn't really see anything. And I came back to the office with Zack, my real estate new home specialist that I hired to basically help and assist me with everything new construction and real estate, which is paying off dividends right now. We're putting into place all different kinds of streamlined systems that are just going to help him be able to price homes faster. And down the line, maybe there's another salesperson that comes into the company. All of these systems will be in place to where they won't even really have to know how much it is per square foot. If somebody wants to make a home bigger, they can just punch in, they want to add 50 square feet to the home, and it'll automatically calculate and populate to what that number needs to be. So Zack is a master on Excel, which is really cool because I really know nothing about that. So anyways, we met with David this morning. That's the real estate flipper. And we came back to the office. We did a market analysis on his home and determined that we still can list it for the amount that we thought that we could, which is a good thing. So after that meeting, I had a meeting with what I consider a pretty big time farmer in the area. He and his brother I've been working with and listing properties for, and potentially helping them find properties in the future. We'll see what happens there, but this was the first property with this particular brother where he reached out to me and wanted me to come over and check out. This was a rental property that he had bought about 8 years ago, and just wanted to see what it's worth in today's market. So I went over there a couple of weeks ago. I met with him. I did a market analysis and told him this is what I think we can sell the home for, and that number seemed to have worked for him. So I put over the listing agreement paperwork last week and sent it over to him, and he wanted to meet today to go over it and sign that. So we got that listing agreement signed. And then Zack and I actually started working on another market analysis for a friend of my dad's who doesn't live in the area. He's been renting out his house for years now, and he would just like to sell it. He's going to have to do some updates into the home to be able to get top dollar for it, but we're working on that market analysis as well. And then also the farmer that I've been working with, and really I'll say land investor. He's not just a farmer by any means. They're very smart. He and his brother are very smart gentlemen that have made some really good decisions, and I'm honored that they have chosen me and put their faith in me to help them with their real estate needs. He is looking at purchasing another piece of property, so there was a little bit of research that I was going to do there. And this is something I'm not even going to get paid for, but anything that has to do with real estate or sales, you always need to think long term. So what I'm doing for him right now is not going to earn me any type of commission, but it'll help me to earn his trust and his faith in me. And I just want to be his go-to source for anything real estate. And so, again, I was honored that he even contacted me and asked me to help him with this. It's something that it's a property he's going to be buying from a family member potentially, so there's no need for a realtor to be involved. It's just going to be kind of a handshake deal. So that's what we got going on tonight. I'm going to meet with the couple that's coming in here in about a half hour. I'll try to cram in a few things before they get in, and they're going to get here at 6. A good meeting when it comes to new construction home sales is typically 2 hours. That's what I always allow myself. So by 8 o'clock, I'll be leaving the model, and I'll probably have a pretty good feeling as to whether or not they're just going to move full speed ahead with me, or if they want to keep talking with other competitors. But what I'm going to do is what I always do, and that's assume the sale. I'm going to meet with them. I'm going to just assume, even if I don't get the feeling, I'm going to assume that I'm going to be the one building for them. So I'm going to immediately take all of the information that I get. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to price things out. I'm going to get back to him first, and then we're going to set up another meeting before he's even set up another meeting or his first meeting with any of the other competitors that may be out there. So that's what I got going on today. I'll be back with you, not tomorrow, going to take a day off, but the next day. Hope you're having a good one. Take care.